Pokemon Home version 3.0.0 is finally out, which means we can now bring these bad boys into our game in Scarlet Violet and use them online in competitive. Say hello to Shiny Zacian from the previous mystery gifts, looking amazing as always. But you're probably asking yourself the same question a lot of people are. How can I get the different form changes for these Pokemon? Because as it stands, you cannot bring items in through Pokemon Home. So when you bring these Pokemon via Pokemon Home, they're only going to be in their base form without the held item. And that's what this Zacian is. So in order to make him this form, which we're going to showcase right now when we go into a battle, you have to get the special items per each Pokemon that can change form. So there's a lot of Pokemon coming that can change form. But some of the Pokemon that are worth noting that can be transferred from Pokemon Home into Scarlet Violet that can change forms are these. You know, you got the Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, big ones. Dialga, Origin Form Dialga. Palkia, Origin Form Palkia, really nice to be able to get those too. We also got Arceus, we got the Giratinas with the different forms too coming in. We got the Tornadus, the Thundurus, and the Landorus too. So there's quite a lot of Pokemon in here, of course, going down. Non-exhaustive, Zamazenta, you know, etc, etc. You can see them here in the list. So there's a different number of factors that are affected by getting the item and changing their base form from the original form I just showed earlier to this form here with the sword in his mouth, for example, for Zacian, is that you get this move, Behemoth Blade. That's any steel move turns into that. It's a strong, powerful, it's a signature move, right? And it's really good. And it changes his form, of course, changes some of his stats and his typings. That's going to be the case for a lot of the different Pokemon. So in order to get these items, you're going to have to come to this point on the map at Porto Marinada. Now, once you are at Porto Marinada, we're going to go down to the actual town itself, which is down here. So some people may have had issues with this, wondering what's going on with this particular. If you know where I'm going with this, there's a vendor down here, and the vendor disappears. It disappears after you buy the Rotom catalog, which is the case for everybody in the game. But as you can see, my vendor is here, and as you can see, it's selling Rusted Sword, okay? So you can buy these items from this vendor in particular, in the middle four, on the top leftmost one, the one away from you. So it's only cheap, man. Its bidding starts at 500. I might as well get another one, because why not? But what the reason for this vendor disappearing is, you do not have the Pokemon that is able to get a held item from. So what you need to do is actually have the Pokemon relevant for the held item you're trying to buy in your party. So let's go ahead and just buy this. And as you can see, it's not that expensive compared to, say, important items like... Well, look at that. It's very cheap, man. Very cheap. I'm just tapping A here. 7K. Nothing compared to, like, a April Ball. Nothing at all. So now the vendor's gone. We got the item for the Zacian. That's going to be the case. If you come here without the Pokemon in your party, the vendor's just not going to be there. You have to have the Pokemon that is able to have a held item that changes its form in your party. That's going to be the same case for all of these items here, so make sure you do have a Pokemon that is able to hold these items. So for the Grisius core, you're going to want to have Giratina in your party. You'll be able to bring that from Pokemon Home, and then once you do, you'll be able to come here to Port Marinada and get this Grisius core. So that's going to be sweet. That's a wrap on this video. I hope that clarifies a lot of the issues people were experiencing with that vendor disappearing, because I know it has been an issue that has been on the internet for a while. This is how you get those items, the evolution items, or the form change items. Just have the Pokemon in your party. Simple as that. Guys, I'm looking forward to the DLC. There's going to be lots of cool content for that. Drop a sub if you're new. Hit a like if you liked it. And I'll see you around in the next video. Till then, have a good one. Bye.